Except for what kind of win, welcome. We're back at it, people. The Funnyness podcast. The only one around about nothing and something at the same time. This is the Funnyness podcast. And today, I'm with Benni, Mosh.
Yes.
And Lyla, Faye.
Oh, wait.
How you guys doing? How you guys doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing, Dakes?
Well, we're in a pandemic. And life is continuing as normal. We're doing what we can to make ends meet.
Yeah.
Yes, and while all that is happening, I think today we're going to talk a bit about monogamy,
Yeah.
You guys are going to share some points of view about the subject.
Okay.
You see, I like monogamy, guys. Just to kick us off. I like monogamy.
Yes.
I don't like things that are too complicated.
Yeah.
I can barely handle myself. Imagine having to handle 3 other women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can only not to say I am, what's the opposite? Polyamorous?
Yeah. Polyamorous.
I can only be polyamorous if it's like a shiesty thing. And that I'm not exactly proud of. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, I can only be polyamorous if I'm cheating.
Yeah. And that's not what polyamory is about, though. The point is building a relationship
With multiple people.
Yes, but it's based on open communication and transparency the whole time. So it's not like being monogamous or pretending to be monogamous, but
You are
mess
philandering.
I think I'm as transparent as is, normally.
yes. Okay,
But
good.
at an intimate level. I don't want to show off too much to too many people.
So what you're saying is one is enough for you, baby.
Me, I'm now with one.
Yeah.
I'm now with one.
And then people who don't partake in the 1-1 method.
You can do you. But don't bring me there. You can do you
Okay,
though.
so you've always been monogamous in relationships.
Yes,
What about
yes,
you,
yes.
Dakes? So
No, I have tried on many occasions.
To be polyamorous. To have
No. Like to be,
to be
with
what?
one person. Obviously that's the aim when you are in a relationship.
yeah.
But then it's hard, man. Life comes with temptation. So it's not like I don't want to be monogamous, but sometimes
Okay.
you
So
tend to make mistakes. Let's call them mistakes.
Yeah.
So are they mistakes if it made you happy during the time you were doing it? Like, for example, maybe if you are somebody that likes the concept of being with multiple partners at one time, then you should explore it as an agreement, an open contractual agreement. Like, this is a cultural thing, dude.
I
Also,
feel-
it's not like,
Yes,
it's not an unusual thing.
Something like that will work, right? Something like that will work only if the two people involved truly understand themselves and then also each other.
Exactly.
Then you can, if the two of you can't even come to a single agreement,
Yeah.
why are you still involving other people? Come on. let's behave here.
So in a polyamorous relationship,
Yes.
would you guys live all together? The whole team, all 5 of
Okay,
you. Boom, boom.
I'm personally a monogamist myself. Like, I've been in serious relationships, in my adult life. So it's not for me, but I 100% understand and accept it. I think as long as, like I say, the intention isn't to hurt another person, then why is it so bad to be like, babe, I love you and I know you want to bang this beautiful woman. What a language.
Wait, I want to hear the end of
what
this.
are the language parameters?
No,
on
go
here?
for it.
What are
Go
the-
for it.
what-
Listen, I want to hear
No
the
kids.
end of the story.
Kids are not going to be watching this, right? You gotta put a little age banner. No. Look, okay. Let me say, if there is a partner that wants to explore the option of being physically intimate with another person, isn't it better if
They tell you that.
yes, because there are a lot of women that
Nah, but maybe it was
understand
just
that
on
and
that
get
day.
into
No,
those type of but then the thing is, like you say, it's built on both parties knowing themselves.
Is that
so,
being polyamorous then? If I'm saying, baby, can I please go and see that person there?
and you're also going to do the
if you
things.
reach a mutual understanding and agreement,
So it must come from whoever
Both
is
parties.
involved.
look, at the end of the day, any sexual relationship has to come from consenting mature adults.
Yes. Obviously,
So,
okay.
yeah, so what I'm saying is, if you are a mature adult, you should be able to discuss these things openly instead of going around and intentionally causing a lot of hurts to people.
Yeah.
So, but
Because these things, guys, like, these things hurt people. So that's
do
not the
hurt people,
point.
bruh.
And it's never the point.
Yeah.
But
but
if you hurt someone by cheating as a man,
yeah.
was
Why?
it your intention to hurt them, or were you
That's
just
it.
fulfilling a need of
were
yours
just
that was
fulfilling a
not being
need.
met? When people cheat, it's because there's a need in their relationship that's not being met. And instead of being courageous and bold and discussing
saying
it,
that, yeah.
they go and do like some sneaky
chefs, yeah.
No.
stuff.
Okay, maybe one night I had one too many beers.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so I go and make a mistake.
Is it
Usually,
really-
what would happen is if you come back to your partner and say, "Listen, this is what I did." That don't mean like now, you want to be with other people. Like this happened yesterday. It happened, but obviously the relationship is now over because that's how.
Because you said
These
something
days,
about it.
yes, when you agree to be with one person, it's just that.
And yeah,
You
I
can't
think-
even make a mistake. Like I feel like it's too much. It's like how can I say? I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah,
I'm scared of it.
making,
I'm living in fear of me ever getting caught up with someone else.
But you shouldn't though, because it's a monogamous thing. It's something to have it's a contract you have.
Yeah,
with
there's a difference
this
between
person.
cheating and polyamory. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like the polyamorous relationship has
Is that
to be
where
built-
we are all?
Yeah, it has to be built on an agreement
Yeah.
between all consenting parties
Would
that
you-
are
would
involved.
you- would
So
you-
otherwise, it's just cheating. Dog,
Yeah,
come
it's
on.
just like glorified cheating.
Then you're not being monogamous.
Yeah.
Like,
Would you be in a polyamorous relationship?
excuse me.
Would you be in a polyamorous relationship?
Not right now, but I can't say that I could never see myself in a situation where that would happen.
Mm-hmm. Would you be in a polyamorous relationship, Dakes?
You know what? Right now, I don't have the time. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that even. Like I'm not even thinking of
Mm-hmm.
polyamory, and it's been flying around on the news, and women can now marry more than one guy.
Yeah, I don't want more than one guy, guys. Like, y'all are a lot to deal with. What are you
Yeah,
saying?
imagine-
dude?
imagine
I want a
competing with
sister.
another brew.
I want a sister wife. Okay, that when I'm like, please, I need some me time. Like,
I'm scared of that actually.
But why? Okay, why are you?
But I don't
most,
want. No, I don't want this right now. But I can understand the appeal
Yeah.
because these are things I've read that people in these relationships
Yeah.
say. Like, they have these discussions.
But why do more people lean towards? They lean towards two girls and like more girls than a
And
guy.
more guys.
Yeah.
I don't
Why can't a woman take two guys? Like why are you so
you can,
against it?
You can, but not here. Yeah.
Like what if me and Benni is like, Benni, come, it's your turn, man. That one is angry again. Come on. We would
not
support you, Like when I'm not in the mood to be supportive, Benni must now come
Me,
there.
I can't. Me,
Yeah.
I can't do that one.
So you can't be.
You can't be emotionally supportive.
I think I will share. I will be able to share
Say, oh,
my
bruh,
woman with
it's your
another
shift.
guy. I'm like, bruh,
Monday to Wednesday.
Well,
too.
I'll even go sort him out if he makes you angry. I'm like, hey.
Why you,
Stop it.
man.
I would prefer that also.
I'm scared of sister wives though.
Why?
think they
Yes, they'll conspire against you.
Exactly.
I think
I
they
can
bully
see.
you,
I'm
bruh.
like, girl,
Ah.
okay, let's go get our nails done and talk.
I wouldn't sleep at night.
No, but
But at the end of the
these
day,
are people that are. Sorry, you go ahead.
at the end of the day, I'm sorry. I think all these other situations exist because it's really hard to be with just one person for whatever reason. It is just hard to be with just one person. Monogamy is hard, man.
Yeah, but it's worth it. It's really worth it
What-
sometimes, man.
So, what do you think? Okay, from a cultural point of view,
Mhm.
like, what do you think about polygamy as an African man? Like, what are your views on it from?
I'm in
I-
support of it.
I never grew up in that time.
Okay,
I don't know how, like, the context works and whatever.
But
So-
isn't it a custom in
It's a custom in African culture.
yes.
But as Lebotu, as me right
So
now,
can you choose to practice it or not?
of course I can choose. Like, man,
Yeah, you
anyone
have
can
that
choose.
right.
I have the
Like,
right to
in
choose
South
to-
Africa to
Yeah.
marry them culturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the right to do that. But because of the way I've been brought up or the world that I know, I'm not a fan of it that much. It's a fun concept though, like having like, come on, 8 different
Wives. Yes.
Only if you can maintain it though. That's the thing. Like you
of
see a
course.
lot of these men
Why
that
can't
get
they
into
all
these-
work for themselves? This one in the call center. This one get a job at the gym.
So
We all support ourselves.
Oh, it's a party.
Yes. Why must the men always have money to support all of these women?
Because I think that's the assumption under
That the
which
life
this
is gonna be
arrangement
nice
is
there.
made. Because also remember, if you're coming from a patriarchal, traditional sort of standpoint, culturally, it's like,
The men must provide.
yeah, so the women are just gonna be at home the whole
But
time,
it's the 21st
like,
century
doing the
now.
most.
Let's get things going. You can be a really
Yes.
strong
Let's
team.
start new trends. Everyone work for themselves.
You can be such a strong team.
Doesn't
All
that
five
mean
of us spark.
Oh, dude,
All five of us.
imagine.
Payday.
And imagine they're all bad as well. You're like, yeah.
On the 25th, yo, it's going down.
Exactly.
No.
But now they expect the men must have all
What
the money.
happens to-
Men with money get away with a lot of things.
Oh yes, of course.
Big
If you're
Yes, of course.
doing good as a man, like women will listen to you
Yes, of course.
and they will share.
Yeah.
And yeah.
One thing also about polyamorous relationships now, like if you get them and like they get to that stage, when the kids come, who's favorite?
What?
Or are they all just gonna be raised as siblings?
Yes, they
Nah,
do
there's
get
gonna be
raised as
friction along the way.
siblings.
Someone's gonna have nicer hair than the other, and the other one's gonna be at school.
But that's
and
all
then-
families.
Racism in the
though.
house now,
No,
baby.
guys, but that's all families, though. That's all families. That's all siblings, all cousins. Like you get
Yeah,
beef
they
in
are.
like between small
Yeah.
families with siblings
It's
as
not
well. Like
abnormal.
the difference is though, like if one of the kids at a moment in time needs their mama and their actual mama isn't around, there might be one of the other mamas around to raise them. So that's beautiful. Like I think it's a very communal thing. It's a very beautiful thing, guys. And this is how you see in a lot of African cultures. You don't even have cousins. You don't. They're your
They're
siblings.
siblings, yeah.
So that's literally the same thing. But you guys all live together in one
And have one
one
dad.
household
One pops.
and have one pops.
Dopey.
So what would make you
school
as an
fees.
individual like
Every in that household.
what would make you as an individual like decide to be part of a let's say a polyamorous relationship? If it benefits you, will you
Wow.
why I'm trying to understand, why do people do these things? Is it really for love or what is it about, man? What would make people love in situations like that? Because it's clearly
It's for the culture, bruh. Like,
For the-
man. No, but it is, guys, because think about it. Like, big political leaders who are also then, I want to say, like, tribal elders, like, in Swaziland, bruh, Eswatini, we've got
Has, like-
Zuma, who's,
yeah. How many wives
Like-
does he have?
I don't know. Honestly.
And what's the situation? Each one their own house,
Yeah, each one own house, own little cottage nyana vibe.
and he makes children everywhere.
Not everywhere. I don't know. I think he has like. I don't
So
know.
where
I'm
does he
just guessing,
sleep?
like
Where
12,
does he
13.
sleep?
I think he has the main house. The main house.
Oh, so
for
they
2 hours.
visit him.
No. Like let's say it's a whole estate.
Yes, but
and then
no,
his
yes.
house is
And then the
main
parents
house.
visit him. Like he summons them. Okay, tonight is your turn.
probably. I don't know.
I want to know what's the dynamic, man.
Nah,
Yeah.
probably something like that. But I'd like to imagine it's like
Look.
Nkandla. Nkandla is like a young village. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
like gang houses around his house.
Also, then maybe he sleeps out one night. He
One night
sleeps
sleeps
here.
over there. Block 13. Block 8.
It will be so lit. The thing is, you see,
You think it would be lit?
it would be like on your way home. Like this night, you decide, now I'm not gonna sleep here. Then on your way home, you sleep at another one.
But you have to pay attention to everyone also, guys. I
That
think the
is
first
hard.
the first one is like that OG, I think like the first wife is like, yeah, that
And
one.
there's gonna
But
be
there's
beef
gonna be
amongst the
so
wives,
many
bruh.
like
It's gonna be
That
serious
could be
beef.
so
I
amongst
feel like
messy.
for the
It's gonna be
situation
so
to work,
messy.
the woman must be separate. It's like they mustn't be together. I am with you and I am with you. And you all have nothing to do with each other.
I'm saying leave it alone. Find one person.
Yeah.
And phone
No.
Cinderella times, guys. It's not complicated.
So it's too complicated for you. So one is enough.
One's enough for me. I'm a blonde.
So what if you
Raise
then
kids.
mess up and you in trouble now?
Mhm.
What are you gonna say now? They're gonna say Benny, but you said one is enough. But now look at what you're doing.
And it means I messed up. It means I must go and correct myself and
Or then you just choose
do what
a
needs to
new
be
one.
done. No, not choose a new one. It depends on the other party. If the other party says, you know what, Benny, fuck you, don't ever talk to me, I must now pick myself up.
Do you have a girlfriend now?
Now?
Yes.
No, bruh. No, I don't.
You don't have a girlfriend.
No, I don't have a girlfriend now.
So when you have a girlfriend, you're only gonna be with her.
Yes.
Good. That's
Do you
the
have
right
any plans
answer
of
to,
getting
to,
one? Are
to
you looking
answer
like-
on this podcast.
I want to
Good.
I don't
Say
wanna-
that. Say that.
I don't want to get into too much detail,
Yeah.
but a similar thing happened
Yeah.
with this girl. Amazing. I fuck up. Nah? And it's the same question of, dude, if you just wanted to be with me, why did you fuck up?
Yeah.
You know? And I had to learn from that moment that, okay, I messed up, but do I want to be in the streets like that?
Did they catch you or?
No, I was caught. Red-handed. Red-handed clean.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you feel guilty about it because you did it, or because you hurt the person you love by getting caught?
Both. Because now I don't even understand why I did it.
And what if they never caught you?
What if they never caught
Was
me?
it gonna go on?
Probably not.
It happened once.
yeah.
Why wouldn't it happen more? It happened
Because the connection wasn't there. I was looking for my hand in that hand.
yeah.
And I was
But
not
you
finding
have a
it.
hand.
Yeah.
This is the situation.
And that's what I had to like understand. Why did
Yeah.
I do that?
yeah.
Was it worth it? Not
But
really.
it was then over.
But by the time I reflected on it.
No, when you said, listen, this is what I did. I was naughty. You caught me. Was it over from that point? Or
It was over from that point, yes.
yeah. So if they didn't catch you, it was still gonna go on.
The relationship.
Yeah.
The relationship was gonna go on, but probably the other person not
Yeah.
Like-
so now if you get into a relationship, Benni is a what?
Yeah, it also depends, man. Like they're also playing around on the other side, you know? I'm not gonna find the same person I had back then because that person I knew held me down. You understand?
Yeah.
And
Are you
because I
looking to
fucked
go
it up-
back to her?
Hey man.
Is that what you're saying?
Hey man. Nkulu must decide at this point.
Ooh, Benni still got
I'm
feelings
chilling.
for this girl.
Hey man, Dakes.
Must I talk to her for you?
Yeah. What if she's watching right
Probably
now?
gonna tell me.
What would you tell her? Yes. What would you tell her? She must forgive you. Come, let's make, what is that
We're
show?
trying to plead
Okay,
the case for
yo,
you here.
Kumbule Kaya.
please. Yeah, man, she must just tell that, you know, nothing really
Monogamy
died.
is hard.
No, monogamy is not hard.
It's hard. Yes.
Monogamy is not hard. I was just being ill-disciplined.
Okay.
I know that I've grown from that shit.
Okay.
You know? I may not even get it right the next time we may get together, if we do ever get together. But I've worked on myself and I feel like I'm not gonna say I've changed because it sounds very cliche,
Yeah.
but I'm just a grown-ass nigga now.
I
what I
foresee wedding bells. I don't know at this point. Just
Ching,
like
ching,
what
ching.
I'm saying.
Ching.
So
But now wait, Dakes, how do you see wedding bells if he says no, he's not sure it would
she's
happen
gonna take him
again?
back after that speech. Wow, I was moved.
That would happen.
Didn't
that
you
would
feel
happen.
it? No, it won't, man.
It won't happen. Yeah.
Benni has learned his
You know,
lesson.
I'm only gonna endorse. What is the Hun's name?
Let's not. I don't wanna get into too much
Okay,
of that.
okay. But if she's watching right now,
But-
then give him a chance. He seems like a great dude. But I'm only endorsing that if you don't do it again. And you're
Yes.
monogamous. Monogamy.
Monogamy all the way.
Benni. Sis Benni.
And didn't you say
I'm-
you also find it difficult to be
It is, man. It
monogamous?
was
Why
hard
is
for me.
that?
I've
Why?
gotten over my I've gotten over my dirty habits. Let me call them that. I did a lot of things growing up that I'm not proud of. But like, you get to a certain age in your level, things happen, you know. Now I want to be an honest man. Like whatever I do, I want to do the right thing. And I've been with one person and it's been okay, man. I don't have problems. What I can say though is monogamy is hard.
It is hard.
There's
It's-
temptation around every corner.
Yeah.
You know, being a man, I always say, it takes a man to be a man. And it's really hard. You need to make men like decisions
Yeah.
every day. It helps if you know who you are, because then you aren't easily swayed. Because women are a powerful force, man.
And at the
is
time when I was messing up, you know, I would also say that I didn't really know who I was exactly.
Were you in a trap? Were you caught in a trap?
Not a trap, but ever since that kid left me, yo, I've leveled up major.
Leveled up how now?
Mentally, span-wise.
So maybe she was
I'm
holding you
just-
back then, baby.
I don't think she was holding me back. I was held back
Why
by...
did the change come then after?
Because I had to grow up. I was still living like I'm in first year still. You know?
And
it
now
was
you're
like
in
a
third year.
Fourth.
Fourth
It
year
was like a
already.
reality show. You know? And it's like, damn, I can't be doing the same thing. Like, I'm not 17 anymore, dog. Like, this is something that's actually real, not play vibes.
Yeah.
You know? It's not a girl I met at Dane.
Basically, love stories a lot.
But yeah, man, moving on. Monogamy.
I don't think, as a student, should that be one of your worries? Like
What?
monogamy?
It's not really one of my worries.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, in the future?
Should you worry like, am I a monogamous person? You know, like,
No,
you're
nah.
still trying to find
Yeah,
yourself
you're
in
still trying
life.
to find yourself in life.
Yeah.
And I think what I found out so far is that I don't like really playing in the game like that. The streets are cold.
Oh, it will come. The streets get really nice, my brother.
No, the streets are nice. Bro, the streets are nice. But
And they
they're-
call your name sometimes.
But they
No,
still
but it
cold,
is,
man.
guys, it is rough out there, especially now, guys. Like, it's a pandemic,
And you
it's a
still-
panorama, and you want to be out here, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Out here,
it's just
out here.
risky. Yeah, it's risky to be out here in the streets, number one. And number two, guys, from like a sexual perspective, it is just a risky thing to do, to be foolishly out here in these streets.
Why?
You know?
In a pandemic.
Not
No,
in the
because of
pandemic,
dude, how?
There's a
Because
lot
of
of-
the because of babies.
But it seems that's
STIs,
all people have been
AIDS.
doing. Have you heard the statistic about how many teenagers got pregnant?
I know it's
Since
Gauteng.
the pandemic.
yeah.
Yes.
There's been a lot.
Yo,
Really.
So,
I have a
a
theory
lot.
that this generation,
yeah.
my generation,
Yeah.
kids put on a condom.
Why?
Please.
What is your
Absolutely.
theory?
Yeah. HIV is going to spike soon. Something's going to spike
Ooh,
Absolutely.
Benny, what is this
Absolutely.
prediction based on?
It's
You're
based
scaring
on
me now.
conversations that everyone's having around. Like,
yeah.
hey, mona, yo, bro.
Oh, what's
And
happening
it's
where
like,
you
what's
are? Benny?
happening, gents?
Hey.
Protect yourself.
Guys, please listen to Benny.
Hey. Hey.
do they give protection at rest?
They used to actually. First
No.
year, every bathroom had like a whole rack of condoms. But now, where I stay now, nah.
There's
No.
no, so you guys are
Bros are just out here. Eating more.
So don't you think that's something that like then urgently would need to be
Addressed,
addressed, so
yes.
that we're not having a
yes, a
an
spike,
HIV
Benny.
pandemic?
You see, that's what you
coming
should
up
do. I
soon.
like her. Yes, Benny. That's
Thank
what
you.
you
I
should
like
do.
you
What,
too.
address
When
it
you
with-
see the problem,
address it.
you should do something about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Because you're
just-
scaring me, man.
I mean, I shouldn't scare. Trust me. Me.
Yeah. We trust that your generation is monogamous. like you.
Wow. No, clearly that is not something to trust when it comes to
Yeah.
these topics, guys.
Yeah, but students are reckless. I think that is the time everyone at that age is.
And now students are reckless, and then you get 2000s.
Yeah.
So we're a fusion of like just wild shit. Just wild shit.
You need to explain to us, Benny, what's happening in the circles you're running. We don't know.
Not the circuit that I'm running in, but my peers are just being reckless with how they're engaging sexually, you know? And I'm saying,
So what can you say to them? What can you say
gents,
to
strap
them?
up.
Yeah, for real. Strap up.
Ladies,
Strap
don't let
up,
him hit if
gents.
he's not strapped up. Like,
Yeah.
just be more aware and more
But no one
conscious.
is preaching.
Exactly.
What I find weird, no one is preaching abstinence anymore.
Oh, yes, of course.
So
That's
like
true.
we know,
That's the
listen, we know the sex is being had. Like at least protect yourself.
Yeah.
It's sad that that's the only thing we're saying to the children, you know?
No,
No, the
guys,
younger
look, the
children
young,
will say
exactly.
abstinence.
Like,
But we're like,
but
obviously,
still.
no, for young ones, of course. Like,
Before the age was like 21, you know, people used to strive to get to that age and get a
then-
key when they turn 21.
oh, yeah.
It was special.
But like,
Now it's normal, it's accepted that as a student, you are sexually active. Like, hey, yes, condoms, you know, do the sex
but like,
as long as you
also
protect
can't you can't make yourself an idiot about it. Like you can't mize it and still say,
Yes.
these kids are still abstaining.
yeah.
When they're 18 watching Jody Show.
Yeah.
until 40.
But it's also, that's such toxic behavior, because at the end of the day, if you know that it's not happening, like, yes, I believe it's very important to promote abstinence up
No one
up
is.
to,
No one
okay.
is.
No, but I'm
The
saying
church
up to a
maybe
certain
let us
extent,
stand.
up to a certain extent, while simultaneously accepting the reality that a lot of young adults choose to be sexually active, and it's their right. If they're of age, they should and can do it if they want to, but it has to be done responsibly, because there's a lifelong effect that can come from making these reckless decisions. And when you're super young, you don't know that. If you're not thinking that in that moment.
Bring back those adverts. Scrutinize, find the element of surprise.
You don't see them
Scare
anymore.
them fast.
You don't see these adverts. That's why I'm saying no one is saying abstain anymore. It's just protect.
I think also because we're already in the midst of a healthcare crisis, like a state of disaster, basically globally. Like, I think it's taken such a toll on resources for health. Like, this is, I think the focus has been moved away from now, sexual health,
or like
condoms,
other forms of, like even heart
other
diseases.
things. Exactly.
Yeah, because everyone's focused on COVID.
Yeah, so people still worry about HIV and stuff. It's like serious.
Yeah.
Be safe.
But cheating went up during this pandemic also, by the way.
Cheating
guys.
went up.
No, wait. How do you know this?
Oh,
Did
people
it go up? Did it go up in your circles, or is this a published statistic?
No, I don't know, but I can imagine that cheating would go up in the
But
pandemic.
why would it go up if you locked at home with your spouse?
person.
Then you're forced to deal with your nonsense. That's why
How
so
many people were
broke
locked up with someone else's partner?
Oh.
It has happened, guys. This pandemic has been rough.
Look,
for
if
all
your
of us.
partner chooses to go into lockdown with somebody else, that's not your partner.
Now I'm thinking,
Just let them let them be. If your bae went into lockdown with somebody else, then that's not your bae no more.
Not yours
and
anymore.
then,
Nah.
but at least people. So you're saying during the lockdown, people were monogamous or more monogamous.
Yeah, I'd like to
so there
believe
was less of a chance for cheating to happen.
Yes, because we're all scared of COVID, dude. Would you now go out? Remember when it was like super hectic, and even going to the grocery store, they're like, yeah, it can be spread on
There
vegetables.
was cheating happening.
There was, but I think also a lot of sensible people were just actually staying at home like they were supposed to, right?
That's, I can tell you this. The shelves, all the shelves, and all the supermarkets
Had no condoms.
had no condoms. Even garages, everything. And there were memes about it. There's no way you...
Hence why there's so many pregnancies now.
But who were they buying the condoms for? For their wives?
Yeah, or they're people.
For who? If you were locked down with your wife.
Were the
why-
chemists open?
Hey?
Were chemists open?
Chemists were open.
Okay, so if you even in lockdown with your wife,
You know, everyone got
and you-
supplies.
if you in lockdown with your wife and you don't want to have a kid,
You have to strap out.
or your girlfriend.
Yeah,
I mean,
strap
there's other options of like contraception and stuff, but like at least people are like, yeah, I want to be in lockdown with babe. And they go and
There's
get
no
some
way
protection.
for Bay. Come on,
You think
guys.
it's not for baby?
There's no way those condoms were for Bay. That's all I'm saying. I don't think there's a lot of truly monogamous people in this country. We are all naughty. We are a naughty nation.
Excuse me, I am a monogamous person.
So it's not even hard for you, like, to be like a simple being with one person.
No.
And temptation for you is
Relationship
easy
right
to deal with.
No, I recently got out of a relationship, but it's not difficult for me because before I go into a relationship, I evaluate whether I'm in a mental and emotional space to commit to somebody else. Because if I'm not, why would I get into the relationship and hurt somebody? You've seen firsthand how much damage it can cause to a person's self-esteem and trust. So I would never do that to somebody. And so I wouldn't be in a relationship if I still want to be in these streets, you know?
So right now you're in the streets. Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm right here
Yeah.
right now. in
So
this
tell us a
moment.
bit
No.
more about yourself, man. Music, I believe you do the music.
Gosh. Oh my goodness.
Yes. What do you do? Like,
Wow. I've been in the music industry for a really long time. If I tell you, my first studio session was 20 years ago.
20 years.
20 years ago.
That would
My
make you
very first
old.
studio session. Yeah, so guess how old I am. But I started out in the industry literally when I was a kid. I've done a lot of session work. I was on these like Beautiful Creatures children's albums as a kid during that time. My mom was in the music industry. My dad was a musician. So it's been something I've
the
always
family business.
Yeah, but I've been like just doing a lot in the background and like perfecting my craft. I'm a songwriter. I'm signed with Sony Publishing Africa.
Wow,
I'm starting to get some. We'll talk.
Plug me.
We'll talk. I'm starting to get some really cool international songwriting opportunities right now. I can't speak on them, but praying that's gonna come through. And I write my own music. I've recorded a couple of tracks. I performed one the other night.
Yeah.
That
song was nice. I was there. I was privileged enough. Other people dodged.
Funny enough,
Yeah,
I was actually
you
at a
missed
very
it.
serious studio session for myself.
Word?
Like, yeah,
What?
guys,
Okay, tell me about your music. What kind of music?
I'm
do
a
you do?
rapper. I'm a rapper.
What? Like a trap?
No,
like a
like
trapper? Or
I'm-
like
I write raps. I'm
Rap,
not a
rap.
trapper, but I'm
okay.
yeah, very soulful, very. You like it?
So for your rap career, that's
Oh.
good. You're not like
What?
rappers are not like monogamous guys. They're
Well,
players.
like I'm a
What-
wholesome rapper, dog. Like if I were to compare myself to any rapper out there,
Yeah.
I could be like a Chance.
Oh,
Chance.
I love
Make my
Chance
money,
the
drop my
Rapper.
projects, have my wife and my kids, do
Yeah.
my thing with my family.
Are you
So
a
you're-
Christian?
You're not doing that.
Oh no.
that
Okay, I'm sorry to
WWE.
ask- No, but I know Chances. So
I know,
like,
yeah, Chances. Very
Yeah.
Christian.
Are you not Christian, Benny?
I'm how to call it agnostic, but I do still
What?
pray.
Okay.
I still
Who do you pray to?
God, but I am not a. Okay, let me say I am Christian, but I'm not.
So you're not religious, but you're
Yes,
spiritual.
somewhat,
But you're
yes, that's the
spiritual,
perfect-
and you have a relationship with God.
That is the
Dope.
best explanation.
Okay.
I'm not
Good.
You're not
just
going to heaven, Benny.
spiritual. No, God's my guy.
It's your guy.
It's my guy.
But look, a lot of religious Christian people
Hmm.
are not.
The best as well.
Say. Don't end the sentence.
A lot of religious people are not necessarily spiritual people, because what is taught in the context of being a spiritual being, like a lot of the time people hide behind like rules and regulations and judging people and condemning people, but then they're not out here doing the work, that the spiritual work that is meant to be done when you when you follow those beliefs. So
So you're talking about Christian people.
But you were saying about what you do. Sorry. Before I
yeah.
jumped.
I know we went off on
You
like
went
a
very off,
tangent
yeah.
and got real serious.
About-
She's defending you. Now you can go to heaven because of what she said. Say thank you.
No, you're not getting to heaven through me. You're getting to heaven through your beliefs. So
But you are Christian.
I am Christian. I'm getting to heaven through Jesus. Through Jesus. That's
But,
what
okay,
I believe.
can I ask you
through
about
Jesus? That's
can
what I
ask you
believe.
about-
That's what I believe. But I also do not judge people, because I've been a practicing Buddhist. I was not raised religious at all. So I don't judge people for their religion or their beliefs. I just look at a person's, treatment of other people
Yeah.
and like respecting other people's rights.
Okay.
And like live and let love, man.
I think for me, my whole thing with religion is that it got a bit tainted when I got to high school. So I went to so I've always been brought up Anglican, and then I went to like a Catholic school where like
Oh, it's very strict,
Jesus was
man.
choked down your throat. We used to have religious education.
Are we allowed to talk about religion on this podcast?
Yeah, we can talk about anything. But that kind of tainted my whole system of beliefs, and then it became less about being religious and just being more spiritual. So I'm a very spiritual person.
Spiritual rappers out here. Musicians are usually very spiritual people.
Yeah.
People who share a lot.
Yeah. You share a whole lot. A whole lot.
What
And
about
musicians
you?
are
What
also
about
not usually monogamous.
Ah.
So I think you're like in the wrong trade, guys.
No, but
Music is all about living the life, Girls
Even-
every day, Benny.
Nah, not even. I'm not trying to live that one.
Is that also not what you rap about? Like girls and
Nah. I rap about my reality more than anything. Like what's happening. And I feel like that's one thing that really works for me. So I only learned how to really rap over the past 3 years, right? And from the beginning, let's say, it was more fabricated. It was more what you hear on the radio and things that I'm trying to catch on to and whatever. But as time progressed and with this specific mixtape that I have out right now,
Yeah.
it forced me to be more honest with myself. And ever since I like made that step, I've never run out of material because I'm writing about what is here and what is now, what is happening.
What's the name of your mixtape?
Bodega Baby.
Bodega Baby.
Hey,
What kind of what do you write about? What things do you write about?
What do I write about? Oh my goodness. I write about the things and feelings that I perceive in my everyday world. And then sometimes I low-key write about other people's stories that I hear. And I just change the names a little or change the situation a little bit. Yeah. I write a lot about love, but not only like romantic love, but love of self, love of your fellow human being, just good vibe stuff. But yeah, I have to be versatile as a songwriter.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm really trying.
So these songs you write, are they for yourself or do you write for
Have you
other
written
artists?
like a big hit?
No, not yet. I'm an up and coming. I mean, I
In the
believe
next 10
I've written.
years.
I believe I've written big hits, but the world just doesn't. know it.
They haven't heard them yet.
But
I was
they're
asking,
about
like,
to
have
know.
you ghostwritten for someone? Like,
Yeah.
Nothing huge.
Okay.
Like I've worked in the industry for a very long time. I'm like just gonna put it like that. So I've had the opportunity to be in studio and have tracks laid with beautiful artists that I admire so much because I had a songwriting partner who'd been in the industry and he'd written like a lot of number one, more pop stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I blanked.
So what's your sound? Pop, basically.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So what kind of stuff do I write about? I was like, I write about love, and then I write for other people. I went off on a little tangent. My stuff is pop, but I've done everything. Like I fronted a rock band called the Black Top Rebels. The music I'm working on right now, the track I'm about to drop, which I actually performed on the Funnyness, is called Work of Art. That's kind of like a tropical house. Chilled, you know.
Who is it for? Like, who is your music for? Like, who's your target market? Which people you think will like?
My music is
single
for
men, maybe.
I think my music is for people that go a little bit deeper than the surface. Yeah, like although my music's pop, I want it to be light and commercial, but I want it to be about something. Like I have the song Work of Art, which is based on, do you guys know what kintsugi is?
No.
Yes,
Do you know what kintsugi is?
The Japanese golden.
Yes, precisely. So there's a line in the song that goes, pour gold between your broken parts, turn your pain into a work of art. And that's what it's about. It's about, we're all broken during this time. Yeah. Like, you know, the pandemic has broken people. And that's why people have been doing reckless stuff, is because it's a very traumatic time. And that song is just kind of saying, you are not less valuable because you're broken. You're even more valuable because you've been put back together with gold, baby. You made it through. So you're a work of art because of your brokenness, not in spite of it.
Bars,
That's so
bars,
dope,
bars. That's nice.
Now
It's really nice.
It needs having
But
like
it's a light song. But it's a light song. It's not too heavy.
But I feel like I like that.
I gotta hear your music. I'm gonna like listen to it on the way home.
Yeah,
I'm
please
gonna
do.
listen to your mixtape.
So how is there no free copy for us, Benni? Like,
Yeah.
Just stream. Excuse me.
It's on. I also have like a free streaming for SoundCloud.
yeah.
But actually, you know what's my problem? School.
Yeah.
School is gonna kill me, guys. yeah. Ever since I've dropped the tape, I've been meaning to give a free download platform.
Yeah.
But I just haven't had the time to.
Yeah.
Even my lyrics are a bit off. Like, I get the lyrics wrong. And I just uploaded them like during that time when I was still uploading the tape. So there's a lot of things that I still need to correct and change and set up. But hopefully by the end of like mid-October, I'd have everything straight.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
You guys are loving life out here.
Yeah.
Performing all over the show.
Yes, sir.
Just me here with my dick jokes. Enjoying my life.
But you're so funny though. I wish that I
jokes.
was funny enough and brave enough to be a comedian. Like, Dakes, how has this comedian journey happened for you?
Nah, it's been crazy really. I've always known I want to do comedy for a few years now. And when the pandemic hit, it woke me up, man. So I decided really to pursue this dream I've been sleeping on.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been fortunate enough to do it a lot.
And you're on
I
the road,
feel
bro.
like
You're on the damn road.
my
bruh.
work is changing and it's going in a direction that I like, man.
Yeah.
I know it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning, but it's interesting. I've really enjoyed going at it, talking for a living.
Yeah.
But it's also writing, like your lyrics and
Yeah,
that.
in your jokes too.
Do you test your jokes out on your mom?
I do
Because
tell the jokes.
your mom is hilarious. Like his mom was there at the filming of the episode the other night that Benni missed. But her laughter was just amazing. So I'm sure that
Yeah.
is she like your biggest
She's my
fan?
number one
Did you
fan.
grow up in like a household of laughter? Because it seems like
Not really. I was the idiot in the household.
So you were the, you brought about the laughter.
No, man. My mom has always been singing also.
yeah.
so-
she told me.
I guess my performance side comes from her. But yeah man, guys. We didn't talk much about monogamy, and that tells me that thing is hard.
Very hard, that one.
But yeah, man, it was nice getting to know you, Lyla Faye.
Yes, that's the one.
It was nice. Where can people get you on social media, and where can they connect with you?
Yeah, well, thank you firstly so much for having me here, guys. It was so dope. Thanks, Benni. I hope to do it again sometime. If you guys want to check out my socials, it's at Lyla Faye Official. That's LYLA FAYE Official. There's no underscores and stuff like that. You can just go to Facebook and Instagram. I do have a couple tracks out, so you can just go to your streaming platforms. But I've been behind the scenes, so now I'm going to be dropping my music, and my track Work of Art will be coming out in like 3 weeks from now.
Okay.
That's dope, man.
That's dope.
Okay, then from us at the Funnyness family, thank you for tuning in wherever you're tuning in from. International superstar Benni Mosh, I'm Dakes. Sharpen away.